Hello there. Welcome to Priestess Life and Leadership Institute. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining us from. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. It is a sunny afternoon in the beautiful city of Lagos, Nigeria, and we are super excited to have you join us for this onboarding section. My name is Cecilia Abba, and it is my honor to welcome you to the onboarding program for the first cohort of the Ministry Leadership Certificate Program, MLCP 2025. Congratulations to everyone who made it. Congratulations. We're excited to have you on board, and we are sure you are also excited to be here as much as we're excited to have you join us this afternoon. And of course, here at the Institute. Well, to get started, we're just going to do a quick check-in. So please feel free to use the comment section to tell us where you are joining us from. We understand that we have participants from across the globe and of course from different walks of life. So let's get to meet you in the comment section. This onboarding program, in this onboarding program, you're going to be learning about the Pistos Life and Leadership Institute, the Ministry Leadership Certificate Program, and you are also going to be exploring our learning management system so you can have a seamless learning experience with us. You are going to learn how to take quizzes, assignments, join the biweekly group reviews, and also participate in group projects. Well, I can see a lot of beautiful people in the comment section already, right? I can see Adebayo from Ogun State. I can see Adura from Lagos. I can see Tolu from Lagos. I can see Badamusif from the UK. Wow, there's lots of people in the comment section. Thank you so much. We're excited to have you join us. Yes. Well, I hope you're excited as we are to receive you this afternoon. So to get the ball rolling, we're going to get a welcome address from the founder of the Institute, Pastor Godman Akinlabi. He's going to give a brief welcome. Then we're going to move into the onboarding program properly. Thank you so much. Please do take a listen.
My name is Godman Akinlabi, founder of Pistos Life and Leadership Institute, PLLI. PLLI was set up to teach, train, and mentor a community of exceptional leaders that will become capable and eventually transform society. PLLI is positioned to be Africa's leading hybrid education hub, offering open enrollment courses, specialized executive education, and short modular courses in government and politics, leadership, enterprise development, as well as faith ministry. Our world-class faculties consisting of founders and business practitioners operating in various industries. PLLI will also build an ecosystem that will provide opportunities for its learners to connect and bring their plans to life. In setting up PLLI, we had the following very clear objectives. One, to create a good environment for practical learning and mentorship. To raise a people with an entrepreneurial mindset. To teach innovative approaches to business, and lastly, to foster ethical business practices. The goal is to help build a competent set of young, active, and socially responsible people who will become industry leaders and innovators. Our approach is centered around using successful African and Nigerian stories to inspire a new generation of entrepreneurs that will build transgenerational enterprises and redefine the landscape of business in Africa. Through our robust curriculum and experienced faculty, we will impact relevant knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to all who attend PLLI. What about our governance structure? The activities of PLLI are guided by a strong board of trustees. The BOT consists of distinguished and accomplished founders and professionals who have risen to the summit of their chosen field of endeavor in various walks of life in Nigeria and globally. The role of the BOT is to provide a clear strategic direction for PLLI over short, medium, and long term. We have carefully selected our faculty from all walks of life, continents, and industries of operation to provide a robust offering for our participants. Our teaching methodology is multifaceted, comprising of a diverse approach that includes facilitator-led teaching, videos, case studies, and quizzes. Our plan is to ensure that our participants are exposed to different approaches to learning from our community of instructors. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Pastor Godman. Thank you, everyone. We hope you've been able to gain an insight into what Pistis Life and Leadership Institute, PLLI, is all about. Okay, so right about now, we're going to get a course overview. Of course, this is the Ministry Leadership Certificate Program, and I know you all have questions, right? You have expectations, and you also have questions for us concerning the program. Let's take a course overview. Let's take a look at what the course or the program itself is all about. So these were just some highlights of some of the courses you'll be looking at during the program. The couple of courses you'll be studying during this program, especially for those in the MLCP Basic and also the MLCP Advanced. Okay, there are quite a number of courses lined up for us, and what you've seen is just a highlight of what you should be expecting from the program. So thank you so much. So to prep our minds into what is ahead, I'm sure a lot of you have expectations from this program. Yes, I can see a lot of people in the comment section giving us a lot of good vibes, and I really love what is happening in the comment section. So thank you so much for giving us all those beautiful comments and all of that. To prep our mind to what is ahead, we're going to take some few testimonies, okay, from some of our alumni who had participated in the program. So right up now is you'll be hearing from one of our alumni here at the Institute who had been a part of the Ministry Leadership Certificate Program. We're going to listen to their experience and, of course, the impact the program has had on them. So please take a listen.
Hello, Olaoluwamiri Adiola here. One of the best things that happened to me last year was registering for the Emerging Leaders Program, and I was able to learn so many things. I learned about how to be a better leader, I learned about the Holy Spirit, evangelism, but the major class that stood out for me was the emotional intelligence class, where we were taught about self-awareness, self-regulation, empathy, and so on and so forth. It made me realize that I need to catch a grip of my emotions, of my feelings, and how to coordinate myself as a leader. And so far, I can see improvement in my leadership skills, and I'm very happy that I took the class, and I would definitely recommend it for anybody. Thank you.
I really thank God for the privilege of going through the Emerging Leadership Program. I want to say categorically that my life has not been the same. Every area and aspect of my life has been transformed and impacted for the better. In fact, for me, I would say the balance. I would define my entire experience as having a balanced diet. It gives you God on one hand and gives you relevance physically, emotionally, and in every aspect of life. So you not just learn about God, you learn about how to apply God in your office, in every area. And then it teaches you principles that will assist you to function well in the society, be a good leader, and then impact your world, be more impactful in business and in anything you do. The balance is for me, the balance. I have not been the same at the workplace, in everything I do. I have not been the same. I've experienced teachings and courses, but ELP just boggled my mind. It's a good experience. It's a blessing to me. I will never be the same. Thank you, dear Elevation Church, for this program. Thank you, PLLI, and thank you for the Emerging Leadership Program. I'm blessed.
Wow, that's so beautiful to hear. Wow, wow, wow. Someone said the young man that spoke in the second testimony video said it's like having a balanced diet, and that really struck, right? Wow, thank you so much. And we're also going to be taking another testimonial from one of our alumni. Of course, is here live with us. Okay, he's going to share with us his experience and also the impact of the program on him so far. Okay, so joining us right about now, is Presley Ademola. Thank you so much, Mr. Presley, for joining us this afternoon. Thank you for honoring our invitation.
Having me.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well, right after Presley, thank you, sir. Welcome. Right after Presley, we'll be having a ministration, a worship section by Catherine and Jenny. So, Mr. Presley, please welcome. The floor is all
Thank you.
yours. Please share with us your
Right.
experience.
Thank you so much. So far, I've enjoyed the conversation. I want to say good afternoon to every single person on the call. I'm assuming it's afternoon where you are. I'm reaching us from Lagos, Nigeria, so it's afternoon here. So good afternoon to you once again. I would like to right off the bat say a very, very big thank you to the team at PLLI. I do appreciate the invitation and honor. I do not take it for granted at all. And just speaking to what the programs have done for me, it's one that I'm happy to do anytime, simply because it has been more than significant. Right. But just before I get into that, for some folks that might not know, I assume that an introduction works so that it makes even what I'm saying a lot more personal. My name is Adewale Ademola Presley. I lead the youth ministry of the Elevation Church, the Lekki expression here in Lagos, Nigeria. I came across the Pieces Life and Leadership Institute programs. That's ELP, which is now what you know as MLCP Basic, and MLCC, which is now MLCP Advanced. I believe I have both definition of terms correctly. And like some other people that you might have had spoken, and I assume you will hear speak with you in the course of the program. I'm actually unable to tell you what stood out for me the most, because there's so many high points throughout the course of the program, and I can already tell you from the jump that you're in for the time of your life. You would literally not be the same person by the time you're done with this program. And if there's one significant thing, that's how I like to phrase it, one significant thing that I know being a part of both programs did for me, it will be that it helped me appreciate ministry work a lot better. Prior to being a part of each of these programs, I always knew that ministry was serious. I always knew that being in a place of leadership, having the honor and privilege to be one of God's vessels and God's tools, in ministry or even in business, in family, in the marketplace, because it's such a robust curriculum that trains you for whatever field, right? I always knew that it was a big deal, if you let me use that term of reference, but I didn't come to appreciate properly, what it meant until I went through both of these programs. And just going through these programs, listening to experienced people that have been there and done that, individuals who have walked with God and worked with Him really closely, people who have experiences in their business that have been through the highs and the lows. Having them actually come into the room, share with you, give you tasks and assignments for you to go through, the wisdom and mentorship that comes from interacting with all of these things, I promise you, it's second to none. It's the kind that people pay a fortune. Um, People pay a fortune for just this experience, And if anything, I just want to encourage somebody else on the call, to let you know that, like I said, you are indeed. About to encounter one of the most significant seasons of your life. And personally, I just like to encourage somebody, you want to ensure that you posture properly to receive everything that has been put in place for you. At the time that you're supposed to be in the meetings, please ensure that every other thing is, not in the way, so you can really make the most of the time that you have. Because I assure you, this season is one that you would want to repeat and go back to a lot of the time, even in your course, your journey on this side of eternity. So yeah, this is me. I'm definitely a living testament to the significant impact that this is going to have in your life. And I trust God, I trust the Holy Spirit, and of course, I trust the faculty at PLLI that everything is going to be incredible for you, and of course for somebody. Now, I don't know if you still have the opportunity to invite someone, but if you still do, I assume that the faculty want to share their blessings. I do think that you should invite somebody in your life that should be a part of this. Once again, I'd like to just close out by saying I'm excited on your behalf that you're here, and I do hope that you are also. It's about to be a life-changing season for you, and I trust God that everything will go seamlessly. And sometime very soon, maybe we'll run into each other on a call like this or outside, and you and I can have a conversation about how I did say that this was going to change your life drastically, and that's already happening. Thank you once again to the faculty at PLLI. God bless you. Thank you for having me, and thank you for all that you do. Thank you for all that you do.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to P. Catherine. This is Jenny by my side. We'll just lead you in simple worship. If you know the song, you sing along. If you don't, just be blessed. Okay. I find space for what I treasure, and I make time for what I want. And I choose my priorities, and Jesus, you're my number one. And I will make room for you. I will prepare for two, so you don't feel that you can't live here. Please live in me.
I find space for what I treasure. I make time for what I want. I choose my priorities. And Jesus, you're my number one. I will make room for you. I
so you don't feel that you can't live here. Please live with me. I will make room for you. I will prepare for two, so you don't feel that you can't live here. Please live with me, 'cause I will make room. Oh, I will make room. And I will make room. I will make room. Oh, I will make room. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you will call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you will call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters wherever you will call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander, and my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. And I will call upon your name, oh Jesus. Keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. For I am yours, and you are mine. Oh, sing, I will call upon your name. Oh, every time. Keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. For I am yours, you are mine. Oh, Lord, you're mine. Oh, you are mine. Oh,
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much. We hope you did had a great worship experience over there, and also we hoped that what Presley did said, you were able to pick one or two value. It is expected that you prepare your mind toward what you're about to receive. It's a journey. The Ministry Leadership Certificate Program is a journey, and it is expected that you put your mind and your heart to it. Okay. So thank you so much for joining us. Right up next, we will be hearing from the General Manager of the Pistis Life and Leadership Institute, Mr. Emeka Odibeli. Thank you so much. Welcome, Mr. Emeka. We hope, yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Welcome on board.
Can you hear me loud and clear, right?
Yes, we
Can you
can
hear
hear
me?
you. Yes, we can hear you. Welcome, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for having me, and it's a privilege to be here. Thank you all for joining us from around the world. So it's good morning, good afternoon, or good evening for wherever you're joining us from. I won't say good night because I don't want to go to sleep. So it's a privilege to be a part of this cohort, and the first cohort in the year 2025. And one of the things I want you to know is MLCP is not just a learning platform. It is not just a certificate. It's not just a stepping stone to another stage of life, but rather it's an experience you will take all your life. So it's about becoming a better version of yourself with an improved engine room, which means that you have an engine room that ensures that you are able to produce results through time and time again. And it's an experience that you will be appreciative of, not because we're offering it to you, but because you're making out time to be able to follow through. Over the years, we've been able to have many people join our alumni crew and enjoy a lot that's coming from the alumni community, which connects to mentorship, um, coaching, expanded experiences. But beyond this, I want you to understand something. For every class you are a part of, you are picking up a part of the person who is training you, which means come spiritually ready to get some level of impartation beyond the theory, beyond the letters. Take a spirit. Take a spirit of learning, take a spirit of becoming a better leader, becoming a better communicator, becoming a better evaluator of the things that you are encountering in the classrooms, your pair groups, your WhatsApp groups, the classrooms they will drop you in. Ensure you participate. Don't just be there and be non-communicative, but rather everything that has to happen be part of it. Why? Because it's a complete experience. You may just be shocked that the ladder you need for your next stage of life is a colleague in class, or is one of your trainers, or is just one of the little informations that would fall off the chopping block and get to you to be able to impact your life. So when there is a time for class learning, create time for it. When there's a time for assignments and quizzes, create time for it. And when there's a time for peer group reviews, please be part of it. Be conscious of the experience. I don't know how else to be able to say it, but be conscious of the experience because it is a time for you to become a better version of yourself for the sake of the people that you will encounter in your future. Beyond that, PLLI is here to be able to make your learning easier for you, your learning seamless, and your learning smooth. So while you are gaining this experience, also prepare to see to it that people around you are able to benefit from what you're benefiting from because you are just in the pipeline and there are other people behind you that look up to what you are benefiting from today. Don't be the channel that cuts it off from them, but rather become the channel that enables them become a part of this same experience. Finally, I would like to say this. You are here today. Time and chance and providence have made it possible. Some of you have made the sacrifice to be here. Some of you have been nominated to be here. None of them should be taken lightly. None of them should be taken for granted. And every one of them should count. because we need them to count in your life, because we want you to be able to wake up with testimonials on your job, testimonials in your business, testimonials in your place of fellowship, and even the place where you do ministry. We want to see to it that all that God has equipped you with is able to find a ground to manifest. And however rich your seed is, we can further add God nutrients to that seed to ensure that it's able to get you your hundredfold results and harvest at the end of time. So with this, for whatever instructions you're given, whatever activities you're given, please follow through. When you have issues, please ensure you escalate it on time. Reach out to us always on our email, office@plli.org, and reach out to us on time. It doesn't make sense when people begin to reach us after the programs are over to tell us, I had this issue with my quiz, I couldn't log in, when there was a timeline attached to it. So for whatever, when you notice you're having a real-time challenge, send us a real-time message and we'll get back to you in real time. Do you understand? Reach out to the office from the office WhatsApp, from the office email. Don't use WhatsApp to reach out to us. Your WhatsApp is for your interactions and for the general class activities. Reach out to us through the official chain so that at every time we're able to attend to you and attend to you properly. Finally, again, I'll say this. This is your turn. This is your time. And let us join ourselves at your point of graduation and say, thank God you came. And thank God you made the best out of it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. That was beautiful. Thank you so much, Mr. Meka. We appreciate. Thank you so much. Right up next, we'll be taking a charge from Pastor Leonard. He's the executive director of the Pistis Foundation. Is going to prep our heart toward what we are about to receive from the Ministry Leadership Certificate program. Um, I want to believe Pastor Leonard is already here with us. Right. Good afternoon, sir. Good
Hi,
afternoon, sir.
Cecilia.
Wow, good afternoon, sir. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation and for joining us this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope you can hear me clearly and loud enough. Excellent, excellent. All right. I want to especially welcome everyone joining us this wonderful day in the Ministry Leadership Certificate Program. I want to especially appreciate everyone also who is working backstage to ensure that this program is a huge success. Thank you, Mr. Emeka Enebeli and team, for the great job so far. Right. I want to again speak to everyone who is here for the first time. You're part of this program. In whatever respect that you have been given the privilege or the opportunity to attend this program, you are here primarily for one reason, right? And it's pretty much about people. People. That's what I'll sum it I'll sum it up all up to say the essence of this program is to enhance your people skill, right? My charge is very brief, and I've kind of titled it, you know, mind shift, mind shift, mind shift, right? I said earlier that, you're here primarily because of people. And why do I say that? Right? If you have someone who has either been in ministry for some time or you have, recently joined, an arm of your church, or, perhaps you are even running your own enterprise. The truth is, there is no enterprise, no ministry that can thrive without people. None whatsoever. And you will agree with me that just as John C. Maxwell puts it, I'm sure that most of us, if not everyone here, knows who John Maxwell is. He's arguably the number one leadership guru in the world today, having taught and written books on the subject of leadership for over 40 years. He actually put up a number of key thoughts on the subject of leadership, and he says that everything rises and falls on leadership. Everything. When it comes to ministry, for example, all through Genesis to Revelation, you see that every time God wanted to speak to a nation, every time he wanted to change, a society, or, influence a family, he looked for a leader, right? Or he birthed a leader. So the concept of leadership cannot be overemphasized in terms of the importance. All right. It's important to also bear in mind that ministry is about people, not projects. Ministry is about people, not projects. Even if you're running a business enterprise, it's important to bear in mind that you are also there because of people. That's the truth. People. And, unfortunately, when you look at the statistics, around the world, empirical data shows that there are not many effective leaders around the world. That's why you still have wars currently going on. That's why you have nations, apart from the place of prophecy in scripture, but, where you get into any environment and you see that there's mediocrity, you see that there's lack of progress. The honest truth is that if you check well, you will see that leadership is missing, right? Because you cannot separate leadership from growth and development. You can't. Everywhere you see a good leader or an effective leader, you will see that there is growth, you will see that there's development, you will see that there's progress. And this, I believe, we're all aware of. My charge to us, even as we go through this program, is to wear a leadership hat, right? There is a way you can posture in this program, and you will be listening to the different facilitators speak, and your perspective won't shift, right? Because you have not worn the right hat. The moment you start wearing a leadership hat, you will gain fresh perspective. And that's what I'm speaking to in terms of mind shift. Your essence for this program, yes, like I said, is people. But you will never become better at managing people or leading effectively, right? If you are not wearing the right hat, if you are not shaping your perspective, right? I will just speak on 3 things that we need to do to maximize our time in this program. The first thing is that we need to make a conscious decision to lead differently. It's a decision you must make. Every leader that is effective made a conscious decision to become effective leaders. That's the truth, or to become an effective leader, right? I've come to learn that no one climbs a ladder unconsciously. Nobody. And leadership is a lonely walk most times. You literally are climbing a ladder very consciously. If you are a student of leadership, you will agree with me that when it comes to, okay, let me put it in this context. I read a book some years ago called The Entrepreneurial Myth, or the E-Myth. And in that book, the author put it this way, that when you start any enterprise, you are going to wear 3 hats if you will lead that enterprise successfully. The first hat is what you call the technical hat. The second one is managerial, and the third one is executive. And that you must make an intentional effort to move from being technical to being managerial to being an executive, if you are the founder or if you are the leader there, right? But you must wear all 3 hats at the same time. A technical person typically is someone, maybe who's managing the generator in your office, someone who's constantly managing the facility, depending on where you work, right? The manager is someone who is managing people. To succeed at the technical level, you need to have 75% technical skill and 25% people skill. At the next level, which is managerial, to lead effectively, you need 50% people skill and 50% technical skill. The moment you move to executive, you must switch base. You have to enhance your people skill to become 75%, and your technical skill or managerial skill as 25%. And that's how it works. If you check most executives, don't do a lot of technical work and they don't do a lot of managerial work. Why? Because they're strategic in their decisions, in their perspective, and that's why mind shifting is so important. They're thinking long term, they are visionary in their perspective. They're constantly thinking about how to grow leaders rather than growing followers, because when you grow leaders, you are adding growth. But when you grow followers, you're adding growth. But when you grow leaders, you are multiplying growth. Choose one, right? So it's very vital for us to wear the leadership hat. It's also very vital that we are conscious about leading differently. And for us to lead differently, another thing we need to do is to counter culture, because the climes that you see around us now, most of us have worked in environments where the leaders did not lead well, right? And you have to do what you call, you have to detoxify yourself from the things you learned from that leader. So you have to now learn fresh perspectives, fresh insights about how to manage people in your enterprise. Perhaps you are even at the middle level right now. Don't look down on yourself. You have what it takes to move up in your journey. This course or this program gives you the opportunity to learn the tenets, the principles that will move you up in our lives. Right? Principles are what move us up. Right? You can pray and pray and pray. If you neglect principles, even if you move up by a miracle, you will come down, because God has so designed this earth that it is governed by laws, is governed by principles. And it is vital for us to understand the principles that govern leadership, that govern people management, that govern growth that is sustainable if we will thrive in our endeavors and our enterprises. The second point, as I wrap up shortly, is the need for us to gain, keep growing. Essentially, just have a growth mindset. And to do that successfully, the first thing I always encourage people to do, as you journey through this program, is be more intentional about your atmosphere, right? Classes you will attend, that after each class or after each, we call it cohort, right? After each session, you need to go sit down and take steps, first of all, on what you need to change, the areas you need to improve on. You have to create an atmosphere around you that will enable that to work. If you, for example, are in an environment that is constantly busy, it might affect your growth after this program. I've learned a principle about atmosphere, and it is that your atmosphere is more important than your potential. You must be deliberate about who comes into your inner circle, right? You must be also intentional about creating an atmosphere that engenders your growth. You and I are like trees, and every tree that will grow must be in the right atmosphere, right? It is also very vital that we're teachable, because a lot of principles will be shared, and beyond the principles, like Mr. Emeka said earlier, there is the spirit of God's word that will be passed across to us, right? Jesus one day was speaking to his disciples. He said, "The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life." One version puts it this way: they are from my spirit to your spirit to give you life. So be open-minded, be teachable, receive the word when it comes, but more importantly, be prepared and guard your atmosphere. Be prepared for each session, right? And guard your atmosphere. There is a level of preparedness that is required for growth to thrive. If you have read the parable of the sower, you see Jesus, he spoke about 4 soils. And the only soil that was fruitful was described as a good heart, right? And I tell people, as much as we all know that our hearts are the soils of our lives, right? You must cultivate your heart. You must be intentional about what goes in and what comes out, all right? You must shield your heart with all diligence, right? In such a manner that, what comes in is what you have allowed. Okay, and this is very vital. when it comes to, ensuring that we have a growth mindset, and we're growing. Lastly, I would just say to us this wonderful day, right, that as we attend this program, be more intentional about your mindset shifting, right? Even though I've said that the charge is about mind shift, let me say why I said what I said about intentional, about your mindset shifting. The difference between a leader and a follower, I've discovered, is perspective. A leader always sees differently than a follower. Howbeit, most people, in my privileged capacity because I wear quite a number of hats, I have come to realize that not many people reflect deeply about the way that they think, right? How do you think? What kind of decisions do you make on a daily basis? Are you quick in decision making, or are you slow, right? How do you engage with people, right? How are you perceived right now as a leader? These are questions you need to ask yourself. You need to deliberately pen down certain thoughts that you have observed have become a pattern in your life, right? Like this morning, for example, on my way to work, I deliberately shut everything around me. And, I said I needed to do what you call a thinking agenda, right? So I spent time thinking, reflecting over 2025, reflecting over the month of January, reflecting over my journey. And I caught what you call I had an eureka moment, but that came as a result of intentional thinking, right? Some years ago, and I don't want to even go into the details of what I caught, but it was something that I believe would change my life and my family forever, right? But some years ago, I discovered, more importantly, a principle when it comes to thinking or shifting perspective, that most times many of us don't question our beliefs. We have funny beliefs, wonderful beliefs, especially if you are someone who comes from a traditional background, right? You grew up in an environment where there was consistent fear, right? Some of us grew up with the mindset that when you are hearing something on your left ear, it means someone is saying something negative about you. I don't know how many of you have heard that. Or you kick your right foot on the floor when you're on your way somewhere, it means that something good is ahead of you. Where did that perspective come from? Those kind of wonderful fables. If we're in church now, this would have been a good time to say, praise the Lord, right? But this is my point, that you need to question how you think. Why do you believe the way you believe, right? In terms of your decision making. For example, you're married, right? Or you are running an enterprise right now and people constantly leave your office. Have you asked questions about why they leave your organization, right? Have you done feedback? Is it something that you need to shift even as a leader, right? Or you are a leader in your church, right? And you constantly have high turnover in your team. Or you have someone in your team that constantly is leading badly and poorly, and you are not even able to give the person feedback. How do you engage such a person? I've said all of that to say this, that we need to question our beliefs. We need to ask questions about the way we think and why we think the way we think, and ultimately align our thinking to God's word. Because God's word is what should shape our thinking. God's word is what should shape our decisions. I'll round up by saying this, that God only funds ministries that are people-oriented. I remember that the Holy Spirit told me this many years ago, that if your ministry is not people-oriented, it can never be God-funded. Right? So, Jesus died for souls, not things. Jesus died for souls, not empires. Jesus died for souls, not projects, right? It's important to bear in mind that God wants us to, get to that point where we are focused on aligning our thoughts with his word. The goal, the big picture here is called, that we are transformed into the same image. That image is Jesus Christ, right? As we behold him in a glass, we are transformed into the same image from glory to glory, all right? That is the goal that God has, that we become like Jesus. There is no how that you will look like Jesus I will look like Jesus, that our ministries will not be transformed, that our enterprises will not be God funded, that will not experience the miraculous in any endeavor that we lay hands upon to do. But again, I said it begins with shifting your perspective. Thank you so much, everyone. I want to say thank you to the PLLI team for the privilege to speak to everyone. And, I wish us a fantastic journey ahead in ministry leadership certificate program. Over to you, Cecilia.
Thank you so much, Pastor Leonard. Wow, that was a mind shift. It feels like we've just taken a course today. I don't know if you were following him keenly. I felt like we just had leadership, spiritual leadership, a course on spiritual leadership, right? He said quite a number of things. And if you're following him, wow, all he said, all he has said is mind blowing. He has said it all. Everything rises and falls on leadership. And ministry is about people, not just projects or not project, right? So, and we need to wear a leadership hat, right? With a posture to gain fresh perspective. God, that is mind blowing. Thank you so much, PL. That was amazing. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you. Right up next, we're going to take the ML challenge. We're going to engage with us a bit. We're going to take the ML challenge. The ML challenge stands for the Ministry Leaders Challenge. In this challenge, we're going to gauge your level of a little bit. We're going to gauge your level of knowledge so far in ministry. Okay, we're not really. It's just for fun, so we encourage you to participate. So who is ready? As much as I'm ready, because I'm really excited about this game. And please know that whoever wins this challenge stands to win a prize, and the prize will be disclosed at the end of this challenge. So please, let's get ready for this challenge, right? All right. So, in this challenge, you are going to scan the code at the top left hand corner. Of course, it is the top left hand corner of my hand, but for you, it might be the right. But there is a barcode at the top left hand corner of my hand, or yeah, at the top left. Please scan the code if you are using a laptop. Use your phone to scan the code. And if you are using your phone, please get another phone or find a way to scan the barcode and it will bring you up here. And then you can actually put in your name and we will get started. So I encourage everyone on the call this afternoon to please join the ML challenge. Let's see what we have here. So, right, I hope you all can see our screen, of course. So please kindly scan the barcode and join the ML challenge. Wow, amazing. I can see Afi already. Welcome, Afi. Welcome. Wow. I can see Tosun. Wow, wow, amazing. Thank you so much for joining. We need more of you. Oh, I can see Oyin. Welcome, Oyin. Welcome. Please, as much as we can join. Kindly scan the barcode and join. I can see Ajoke. I can see JA. Welcome. Right. Welcome. As much as we can, please feel free to join the ML challenge. Just scan the barcode and join in. So far, we have Paris. Paris just joined the call, just joined the game. All right, we have 6 people in the room for the game. Great. I can see a number of us here. Wow, amazing. 14 people. 14. Wow, we are 15 now. Amazing. I think we can start right now, right? We have 15 people in the room, but if you still want to join in the game, please join in, okay? Please join in. You can join us. Are we ready to start? If you're ready to start, please click on the start button. We are starting right away. All right, the first question is up. Fastest finger. Okay. Time is up. Time is up. We have 63% response. So let's get to know. Oh, the first person to hit the button is TM. Well done, TM. We have TM in the first position. Oma, Oi. Okay. The next question is going up. Get ready. Okay. The countdown is up. So you want to hit the button as fast as you can. Okay. Hmm. 58% response. Wow, let's see the results. Wow, this time around, Dura goes with the first position and then Oma. Amazing. Get ready for the third question. All right. Okay. Okay. All right, 68 response. TM comes first this time around, Andura and EO Cindy Oma. Amazing. Well done, guys. Next question is coming up right next. Response. All right, let's see who is at the top. Wow, Dura is at the top, followed by Chita, Oma, Tone, and Cindy. Amazing. So we're going up next. The next question is loading. All right, let's see who got that right. TM got that. Amazing. Well done, TM. Okay, I can see. Oh, wow, amazing. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Well done, people. That's amazing. So the next question. Okay. Oh, wow. On the wow, at the top is TM. Wow, amazing. Great. On your mark. Wow, let's see who got that so fast. Tone, Owen, Cindy, Pascal, and TM. Wow, amazing, amazing. So let's next again. Wow. Wow. Amazing. Congratulations to everyone. Wow, amazing, amazing. So the top in the for the first position here is Tone, and for the second position is TM, and then third is Onyi. Congratulations, everyone. That was super amazing. It was rigorous, and we trust you had fun while attempting those questions. And of course, you were learning from it too, right? So, congratulations and well done for participating. And for your presence, we're going to have it communicated to you. And during the course of the program. Right up next, we're going to be hearing from the Dean of Students, right? And it's going to wrap up with the whole orientation for today. It will give us insight into what is expected of you during the program. So please, we ask that you stay tuned and please do take a listen. And of course, you can ask questions, all the burning questions you have, and of course, whatsoever that is bothering you or you think you need answers to during the course of your program. Please share it with him. Okay. So up next, you'll be hearing from Mr. William Uwachuku. Thank you so much, everyone.
Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me. My name is William Wachuku, and I'm the Dean of the Paces Life and Leadership Institute, and we are glad to have you all here. I hope you've had an amazing time so far. Our time is fast spent, so I'll just dive right into my business with you today, and I'll be running you through your program brochure. I expect that we would have interacted with, gotten the email. An email must have been shared, with every one of us, containing your welcome kit, which contains your program brochure. If you've not gotten it, not to worry, you're going to get it, before the end of the weekend. So we have, you have the whole week. This program actually starts this time next week, Thursday. So you have the whole week, to get yourself prepped up, settle in to the atmosphere, get mentally ready, to run the program to finish. So if you've not gotten that email yet, not to worry, you're going to get it before the end of the weekend. And then you have, the beginning of next week up until Thursday to interact with the materials there, right? Okay, and if you don't have it by Monday, please send us an email, to office@plli.org, office@plli.org, and we are going to attend to all of your queries. So once again, we are thrilled to have you, join us in the School of Faith Ministries Ministry Leadership Certificate Program, both the basic. So now we have, guys from the basic, go to the chat room and appreciate them. Ministry Leadership Certification Program Basic, and we also have participants from the advanced Ministry Leadership Certification Program Advanced, all on this call today. So right after now, you all, be directed, and guided to, your various rooms, your various programs where you will be interacting. I acknowledge that we have a diverse set of people in the room today. Some of us are already marketplace leaders. Some of us are also somewhat faith leaders. In our last, cohort, we had 19 ministries, 19 unique ministries, represented in the room. Some for various walks of life. We have people in Nigeria, in Africa, and other continents, just joining in, to be part of this experience. So please, I implore you to appreciate the diversity in the room. I also appreciate your humility. If you're already a leader, for joining this program, I appreciate your humility, and I promise you, and I just admonish that you interact. It's going to be a wonderful experience. The beauty is that the end of this program wouldn't see you, the way you have come in. So please interact, with all the learnings, all the materials that has been provided. Interact. We are going to be put into smaller, communities, in WhatsApp groups, where it's expected that you interact. It's a wonderful networking environment, Like I said, we know there are experienced participants on the call, so we experience knowledge sharing, experience sharing, networking, interactions. You have a group leader. You have a group, you'll be assigned a group leader, and your group leader, the journey just starts from the class. So, you're going to be learning on the job, right? And then practicalizing everything that, you're going to be, engaging and taught, during this program. So please, we consider the group leaders your pastors, right? The pastors, of the different, small communities, so give them your support, and then please be accountable and be able to account, for the people within your team. Make sure that, everyone is engaging as expected. um Engage the learnings. You have workbooks. There are going to be quizzes. There are going to be assignments, group tasks, and projects. Want you to participate. 100% participation is expected. This time around, this course is going to be 100%, or basically the main meat of the course is self-paced. So you're going to be learning on your own, pace. However, it's going to be weekly. So each, of the weekly, courses will be unlocked. The portal will be unlocked for you to engage, the weekly learning materials. Each of the courses will have 3 to 5 modules. Interact with them, make sure, schedule, your time, if it's a Monday, Tuesday, Friday evening, make sure to keep it consistent, and just engage the learnings, and make sure you're completing all that has been assigned, for you to engage. Bi-weekly, though you're going to have group leaders and coordinators in your group, and you're going to be coming together in your groups to discuss, some of your learnings, to share your knowledge, to share your insights, and your thoughts, to ask your questions. So please, bi-weekly, come in, and have that conversation. We believe that it's going to be a rich learning experience, and we're expecting, a lot of insights to come out of it. Midway during the program, for those that are doing the basic, which is an 8 weeks program, you would have maybe after the first 4 weeks, you're going to have a live class. A live class will have a link, for you to prepare your Q&A before time. So go ahead, engage those links, as you interact with the program. Take down your questions, share your time, prepare for you, come into the room, and just interact, dive right into it. We'll be expecting, all your feedback from you. So please, we have a guide shared with you. Like I said, is in your welcome kit. It's going to guide you, on all of the things that I'm saying right now. So please use the Q&A during the learnings, note your questions, and what will come in, share richly, ask your questions, feel free, just, be comfortable, and I know that you're going to, enjoy yourselves. Um, the link to the calls, both weekly, and the one that comes in mid-program, will be distributed and shared on your group. So just watch out, all information would come to your groups, accordingly. Take advantage of, peer networking, be accountable. Don't forget, like I said before, your group assignments and group projects, they have deadlines. Okay, so they have, the weekly ones have weekly deadlines. Please, stick to the deadlines. We know we all have busy schedules, and I encourage you, to just interact and stick to all the guidelines that has been time, for the, bi-weekly 100% completion rate, and graduation. But albeit, like I said, we have a diverse audience in the room. I know we have the members and leaders from the Elevation Church. We have leaders from RCCG, from Davis Christian Center, from the Covenant Nation. We just have all of you, and there are different requirements and expectations, from each of the various groups. So please, we trust that your team this year would also surprise us, and maybe this year will be the year that we have 100% completion rates. There are reflective worksheets as well, just to help you reflect on some of the learnings. Please engage that and prepare your questions in any area that you require clarity. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be with you today, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you going forward. We'll meet again. If you do have any questions or need further clarifications, please do us an email to office@plli.org, office@plli.org. You can also check out our websites, www.plli.org, and you'll get more information from there. A customizable template, has been provided for you. Please may take advantage of it. Put in, a high definition photo and share it on your social media platform. Tag us. We want to see your tags. We are out there on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Facebook, and we want to see you tag us. Send us a message, and let's be on this journey together. I'm looking forward, to seeing you, and hope you have a most productive journey. God bless you. And yes, it brings us